Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Banishers G.O.N.E. My name is MS-Punker1, and I am in the middle of the boss fight we had trouble with in my last video. But I only have one
Get this next time.
bar left. So let's see if we can fix this now. Come on.
Can I join in too?
There.
I can see the weaker links.
What? There it is. Okay, can you it's nice to
I can see the weaker links.
later go miss good last time. Which one? Oh, up back.
Bad timing. This is useless. Get this next.
Come on, please.
I can see the weaker links. She must have a weakness.
Finally. What? There's one more this time.
Call on me, Red.
Yeah, finally.
It's over. Go in peace.
No peace, no pardon, naught but darkness and decay.
No. All this must stop and you must stop it.
Dark decay and the maddest words of the worst of men.
Whose words? Pennington's?
The worst of men.
When the maddening silence becomes the darkest night, the faintest voice is welcome as the dawn. Deborah.
Is that thing gonna
Not enough minds for a
disappear?
lifetime. Can we go now?
Well, much easier this time. Ah, there are huntings for each one there. Leave mines. Apparently that thing doesn't disappear. I thought it would.
What was that thing?
A puppeteer. Every dead thing we've met was controlled by its anguish. Sebastian especially. The miners were wronged, but Pennington's dereliction of Deborah is what caused all this. So what now?
Pennington had Deborah locked up screaming. When she was dead, he ignored her. He's a disgrace.
But Helen Priest is enthralled to a trickster spirit. She can't be trusted either.
But eventually, we'll get to take sides.
Could have just rested at that campsite on there, but
What is it?
The rush after the fight. It'll pass.
It's Sebastian, isn't it? You know I'm me, right? That I'm no puppet.
Aye.
Do you, though?
Aye. My head may say different, but I know it in my heart.
so are you being controlled? Here we are.
Fresh air. At last.
You did well down there, young man.
Thank you, Master.
What is there's something here we can see, but can it be this thing? Or is it higher up? Now that thing is over there.
This is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait!
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon will all lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The mines are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly, it's gone.
Aye, the puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did, and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future and the future of many depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
Guilt eats you from the inside. You knew you should have braved the mines. You couldn't bring yourself to do it.
I choose to die in the light. There is nothing in the pit but darkness.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
Captain, why did you send Sebastian Priest down the mine?
I knew quarantine would be trying. A competent commander was required to keep order, keep them alive long enough to recover. I chose my lieutenant. I erred. He was not competent. All died. Your husband was no hero, Mrs. Priest.
You murdered him and now you take his honor too. Another nail in your well-earned coffin, Captain.
So Helen, thing is...
Not now. She's not ready.
We return with answers to find you in full mutiny. Why now, Helen?
Sebastian returned, disturbed. I thought he'd left you dead in the mines. Your mission had failed. I could no longer wait.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that. Fairfax Haskell too played a part in the killing of Deborah Comenius. He faced up to his wrongs. Now you will face up to yours.
At last the die stops rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
When you slandered her, you knew there'd be a witch hunt. Why'd you do it?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
Deborah was no witch. The good and fearful folk of New Eden turned on her to protect themselves, and so did you. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Helen is misguided. Under Sebastian's malign influence, she will remain so. Yet Pennington is little better. Which way do you lean?
Pennington is just, he's scared to a degree that he's become paranoid, but Helen is manipulated.
Though you and your pistol mean well, Mrs. Priest, you do not understand the power that guides you.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will.
So I have to judge him. You will spare the current community pillar and leave them in charge. Like I said, he is paranoid, and he also more or less just led all these people he had to die, so he doesn't, more or less has said it himself, that he doesn't want to help them.
You failed, Captain. As an officer, as a man. You brought a curse upon the people of New Eden. No. The fort needs a leader without blood on her hands. I'll do it. I'll place the blame where it belongs. How Marif, how Gunjaw.
Life to the living.
Death to the dead.
When has a man seen and done too much? As a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails. If we are to survive, there is much to do, and survive we shall. For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you. Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Job done.
I realized that I actually could have and also that I in a way gave him the easy way out because
We shall argue until you hear me.
then the governor is spared him, but that was in a way worse for him than for me killing him. So I kind of gave the general the easy way out here.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are yous?
Can you see where his things are?
An award given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
Hmm.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
So much of stuff to look into, huh? Where exactly are we supposed to look? In here?
Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
Am I supposed to find something in here? Ah, there's bottom floor.
Storeroom. Locked.
Okay, can't do much down here. Is there the second floor? Hmm. Maybe it isn't so anything here at all. But then again, that thing is pointing bad, so... Well, let's go to the infirmary first. Unless that was the infirmary.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddammit! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh.
These look nasty. Poor man.
Never a good sign.
Who the hell are you? Queen Mary Stuart?
Well, I've met Mary II, and she's a little prettier than I. I'm Red McCreath. I'm a banisher.
The banisher come to gloat at sick old Cotton Peabody. Well, piss off. There's a sudden stink of death in here, Scotsman, and it ain't from me.
Where did you fight, soldier?
None of your business, Scotsman.
This, comrade, is why no one wants to talk to you.
You know, soldier, you're a brawler and a rebel, and if you fought at all, I'll wager you lost. I'm a proper soldier, me. Self-made, too. Left the family farm and signed up to fight them Indians. I learned the hard way, in the blood and the snow. Fought under the captain himself, I did, and followed him here and joined the train band.
When did you get sick?
What's it to you? I'm not so sick as I can't give some nosy Scotsman what for.
Aye. When I'm sick, I get surly too. What's the word around here?
No one tattles to me stuck in here. Captain came by once, worried for Andrew White. Seems the old boy screams in his sleep.
There's a lot of it about. White's a gate guard, right? What's his story?
He sees ghosts in his sleep. He's dreaming. Real ghosts come when you're awake.
How are things without Captain Pennington?
How do you expect they are? He wasn't perfect, the captain, but he knew what it took to survive. Now we've no one to lead at all.
For a man who knew how to survive, he's a little on the dead side. His wee war for survival sure seemed to cost a lot of lives.
Aye. There's two things sure in God's world. Death and taxes. A soldier collects on both.
You tell me about Helen Priest. I promise it won't get back to her.
Lieutenant's wife. Stood second to the captain herself. Now she's in command. Quite the rise, no?
How's life about the fort?
There's a traitor in the captain's quarters, and I must take her orders. Do you believe that, Colonel? You should. It's your damn fault.
Helen Priest might work out. Give her a chance.
Don't see that I've any choice. But I don't have to like it.
Hmm.
As you were, Mr. Peabody. See you about.
Not like I can go anywhere anyways.
My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on one patient at a time. Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings. Anne, if it sets you at ease.
I'm a banisher. Name's McCraith, but you may call me Red.
Red. A pleasure to see a friendly face, or any face at all. What can I do for you?
Information. Hmm.
So, how'd you end up here? What brought you to nursing?
That, sir, is a personal question.
I'm a personable man.
That's not the same thing. I was sick as a child. Very sick. Afterwards, I swore I'd serve others when they were sick. And here I am. What about you?
I was haunted. Someone cared for me. Saved me from my ghosts. Now I do the same.
A fine story.
I'll not bore you with more. Times being as they are, how come you only have the one patient?
Mr. Peabody's illness is unsightly. Fort Jericho has a history of contagion. Folk worry.
What does he have?
Not my place to say. You'll have to ask him yourself.
All right. I'll not press you. Did you not fear infection?
If I did, I would not show it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word around here?
I don't see folk much. I stay here, keep to myself.
No visitors? No other patients?
Helen Priest comes when she can. Captain Pennington would sometimes visit Mr. Peabody, but I haven't seen him in a while now.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
I did not find the captain pleasant. I suppose that to be one of his assets, given his trade. I confess I found his ways unnecessarily drastic. Kindness and care always have their place, even when things are at their worst. Don't you agree?
You're hopeful. I like that.
You must have hope. For what, Mr. McCraith, is a world without hope in it?
No idea yet.
Tell me about Helen Priest.
The bold lieutenant's widow. He's dead some years now, and she's not remarried. She's as much a soldier as her husband was. A fighter. Commanding, too. Even dead, you can see his influence in her bearing.
I think I know how that feels. What about you? How do you feel?
Oh, I'm alive and well. I'll not complain. I can be strong for those less fortunate.
You're a good soul, Nurse Wings.
I do my best, Mr. McCraith. I'm sure you do yours.
Farewell, Nurse Wings.
Farewell, and good health, sir.
Okay, that didn't really answer any of my questions. But here we have one thing.
13 years is a long time to live haunted.
Uh,
The ghost is weak, fragile.
But strong enough to stick around. What a way to live.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone.
okay, now I need to go look for those records. Probably in the same building I was in before.
Storeroom. Locked.
Can't we force our way in? Not bad at least. Now that's a normal book. There was nothing downstairs. Where do I go to find those records? Since I can't really go search much here. Let me try and see if I can go from the other side. Looked like it was it's a sliding area behind. Or I can find the second floor. That works too. There it is. Finally.
A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. Oh, I bet he'd rather have his sleep back.
At least he made it home.
Aye. Then he didn't. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit. That's locked. There must be a key.
Can that be... Yeah, it's that thing.
Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? You chose to manifest. Why is that? Are you looking for help? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it?
You can't speak.
Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. This way. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe.
You wanted me to follow, but you won't let me follow.
This is pointless.
We're not finished here.
It says follow the ghost.
I'm losing the trail. Hold on.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McWraith, and pleased to meet you.
I met your friend Miss Duarte briefly in New Eden Town. I'm so sorry for your loss. She seemed a vibrant and resolute young woman.
And she seemed eager to leave town as quickly as possible.
Tell me about your store. Tell me about you.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. We moved to New Eden with Nathaniel. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse. And now here we are. Welcome to Ingersoll's of Fort Jericho.
You never wanted to do anything else.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever. We made an excellent match. He taught me everything I know. The store is my business. My legacy. My story. It is who I am. I don't like running a store. I love it.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on. Tell me something interesting. Just between us.
You assume me to be a gossip monger?
What do you wish to know?
So she is.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll's store is good for the fort. I very much agree.
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
I like her, though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader when she should know her place, and that place is below the captain. Thinking about it, no, I don't think I do like her.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
Well, it's cold. Folk are hungry more often than not. I've little to tell you won't hear from someone else. But Ingersoll's is open, so all is well with me.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
Well, there are some things I'm looking for. Nails.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit. Do come again.
And that was for one of those. And then this is a side mission I had.
We should search this place more thoroughly.
Then
Come
why?
on, you bastards. Come play with Teddy.
If you wanna look into this place more further, why even give us the option to
Wait, the stain is fading.
then why even give us the option to follow it? But now I see that maybe we're going the wrong way.
Come back. We're not done here.
I can't even go that way? What do you want me to see?
I need to find the key to open this.
We're not finished here.
And what are we gonna do here?
Enough, John. I'll not listen to another moment of your ranting.
'Tis no rant, woman. Pennington's backbone is gone, and we're all suffering.
The captain's a war hero. Have respect.
Respect. Helen Priest sets out into the wilds in search of our salvation while the captain rots in his office. I know who to respect.
What do you do, John? Dig latrines? How much respect does that get you, eh?
Go to hell. Take your captain with you. You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McCraith, a banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, to Abigail. I count myself lucky. Are you married yourself, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? Oh, I've no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
What's the word round here?
Word about what?
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
What about him?
I don't know. Is he a good commander? Do you like him? Does he have secrets, that kind of thing?
If, say, I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say, it was my wife's stupid idea for me to join the train band, I'd not say that neither.
But you just did more or less.
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
A bold woman, clever too. I'll be glad to take her orders.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not. But I know the lieutenant's name. We all do. He died a hero. Call comfort to Helen, no doubt.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
Okay, but that will have to be it for this video. So, hope you liked it, and if you did so, leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.